All right, y'all, we're going to do 9, 10, 11, and 12. This is saying simplify each expression. So simplifying each expression, here we go. It's the same rules, but now we're dealing with fractions. So this first one, we have x to the 0 right here, and this is x to the 1/3. So we go 0 minus 1/3. 0 minus 1/3 is just negative 1/3. So we end up with x to the negative 1/3 up here. And again, there's more than one way to solve these problems, but this is the way I prefer to do it. And then y5 minus 2/5. 1/5 minus 2/5. 1/5 minus 2/5. The rules are you have to have a common denominator, which we already do. So for addition and subtraction, we have the common denominator. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So I end up with y to the negative 1/5. And now we both have negatives. We don't like that. So it's going to get moved to the bottom. X to the 1/3, and then y to the 1/5. And there's nothing in quotations on top. So if there's nothing on top, there's going to be a 1. So that's how you do that one. Number 10, I'm going to switch ink. Number 10, you have, the rule is you add these together. So this is x to the 2/5 times x to the 3/4. Remember, we add the exponents, but adding fractions is weird. So here's 2/5 plus 3/4. You have to get the common denominator, so the common denominator is 20. I see that right there. From 5 to 20, I multiplied by 4, so 4 times 2 is 8. And then 5 times 3 is 15. You keep the denominator of 20, and then you have the 23 over 20. So your answer ends up being x to the 23 over 20. We've actually worked this exact problem before. X to the 23 over 20. That's that. This one is a little fun right here. This is bringing this up to the negative 12. This looks scary, but let me switch ink to red, and let me solve this one. What's the rules for this? This is an exponent raised to the power of another exponent. So you're going to multiply. You're going to multiply the 2/3, and you're going to multiply the negative 12. So I'm going to take it over here. 2/3 times negative 12, and the quickest way to turn this into a fraction is put a 1 under it. When the rules of multiplication are here, they're easier. You don't have to have a common denominator for fractions. You just do multiplication straight across. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. 3 times 1 is 3. And then negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. So for our first one, we have x to the negative 8. That's how we did that one. All right, we'll clean it up on the next step. Now I have to do what? Negative 1/6 times negative 12 over 1. Negative 1 times negative 12 is 12. Over 6, that reduces down to 2. So now I end up with y to the 2. We were going to clean that up. The y can stay in the numerator, and the x needs to go to the denominator. That is an 8. That's just a sad 8. Let me change it. There we go. Oh, that's even sadder. So with that, that's the end of it, really. I'm going to let you work number 12 yourself. Remember the rules. Oh, as far as numbers go, remember 16 to the 0 is 1. So make sure you pay attention to that on how to do this kind of stuff. That's it.